Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello baby and welcome. But if you're returning subscriber or listener, Sanbonani, Ma'e, and welcome back to another video. Happy New Year guys. Hey, once again. Yes, Shayen at this point, Shayen. I'll give you guys the leeway. Hit me. Somebody actually strangle me now. I'm joking. But I can explain. I always have an explanation. Don't I always? But I kid you not, this has to be the last time. Guys. But as you guys can see from the title of the video, today we're going to be doing a little bit of unpacking, personal unpacking, just explaining where I am in life, what's going on, life updates, nyana, but also prepping for the new year. If you didn't my new year only starts in Feb. If your new year started in Jan, kudos to you. Love that for you. 8. Clock it. What I get, I Tina. Or Munya 2026 in Feb, actually. But just to give you guys a little life update, if you follow me on Instagram, you guys would have seen Uti. My mom hasn't been well for months now. And she was in hospital for a very long time last year. And I feel like that contributed very much to my consistency and also my emotions or my mental health in that year. I think I started off the year, I had this plan. I was just like, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. Then this big wave, this random big responsibility hit me so hard beginning of the year. And I wasn't prepared for it. I don't think anyone could be prepared for a parent being sick. But also just the process and how strenuous it would be, how much it would demand from me, how much it would take from my mental well-being, actually. I wasn't prepared for that. And I think now, Kona, it wasn't that I was okay in that phase in time. It just piled on top of other things that were already there in my personal life. And just with family, the whole situation, I think I was reaching my break. I still am. And I'm not saying this because I'm in a better place right now. But also this year, I've committed myself to stop using my situation as an excuse to stop being consistent. As much as it is a heavy situation and it is something that really takes away my desire to do anything that I really enjoy. It really puts me in a dark place. But I want to try use my channel as an escape. That's why I called my podcast Evolving You, because it's not about coming here and showing up perfect or showing up with this, advice or motivational speaker as if I'm in a better place, but it's also to show you guys I'm in the same place as any normal other person out there. But here I am standing, being consistent, speaking to you guys, just having positive words. Even I think also last year I didn't have any positive words. I was questioning God's love and just his hand over my life. Like I think even till today, anything that I'm saying right now, I still feel it very much today. I've been questioning God's love a lot because I really feel like, God, I've been through a lot. I've been through the most. I didn't grow up in the best way possible. My situation wasn't comfortable. I don't know what stability looks like. I don't know what stability looks like in my life. I don't know what it looks like to stay in one place. I don't know what it looks like to keep one group of friends for a long time. I've moved around a lot. My situation changed from this to that to this. And I always thought when I got old and I could have some sort of control of my life, God would at least give me a bit of grace and be like, let me help you throughout the way. And I'm not saying I've also been a perfect Christian, but I think I would assume that God would see my faith throughout my struggles, throughout all the bad things that I've been through. I expected him to at least be like, Slondo, you've been through so much, but you still believe in me. Like, I've been through the toughest of times, let alone last year, just with my mom's sickness, just my situation at home, personal things that I've been through. But no matter what I go through, the one thing that doesn't change is my faith in God and knowing that he's going to pull through for me. that never changes. That's the only thing that roots me, is knowing he's there, that I'm not doing life alone, and I have someone supporting me, loving me, standing by my side and looking at me saying, my child, better is coming. But also, I watched a sermon, I spoke about this on TikTok, Pastor Sarah, where she says, Uti, that these tough times are so that you build the character that God needs you to have in order to stay in your blessing. The blessing and the gifts that God has given us are set in stone. They're there waiting for us. It just needs the right character to maintain it and to sit in it forever. But also, she also said, would sometimes weapons are prospering in your life because you're not serving God. We like saying, oh, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, but we don't finish off the scripture where it says, for the servants of God. I'm not quoting it exactly verbatim, but I know there's something that says something about servants. And for me, I knew I wasn't serving God in the right way. I wasn't using my gift to serve him. I wasn't participating in the house of the Lord like I should be. And it literally used to get to me so much. But also I was standing in a place where it's like, God, I used to sit down and say, God, please help me serve you better. Like, I sometimes used to cry and I'm like, God, I want to be in the praise and worship team. I want to be singing at church. I want to be serving. I want to be helping out. I want to be like doing things that support your kingdom and push your kingdom and winning souls. But help me, meet me halfway. Like, do something. Help me love you better. Help me serve you better. And I just felt like God was not hearing me. I would cry myself to sleep till this day. I still do. And I'm like, God, please. I keep saying, I remember when I was recording a video last year, I keep saying on my podcast routine, God says, come to me broken. Don't come to me healed and think, you're going to heal yourself and come to me also right. Come to me as you are. And I say this so loudly all the time. I'm coming to you broken. Help me. And I genuinely feel like, and I hate to say this, but I really feel like God is just not hearing my prayers right now. Or he's hearing them, but I just need him to show me some sort of light. I'm not losing faith. I don't think I could ever lose faith knowing the things that I know and knowing the God that I serve. Losing faith is not an option, because if I don't have faith and I don't have God, then I really have nothing. I have nobody to rely on. Last year taught me that nobody's coming to save me. Literally nobody's coming to save me. I have the biggest family in the world. I have such a big community of people around me, but the only person that can save me is God. Like, everyone else has their own problems. No one has time to be solving your problems first before theirs. People are putting themselves first, and literally nobody's coming to save you. Even with my family, I think end of last year, I stopped venting. I stopped speaking to anyone. I stopped telling everyone my problems. I stopped crying out to people, actually, because that's what I used to do. I was very vocal and open about my struggles with my family, with whoever I had in my life at that time. And I don't know if this was a good thing or a bad thing, but I just stopped because I realized, Uti, no one's gonna help me. No one's coming to save me, actually. People also have their own personal struggles. They have their own goals and dreams that they'd like to accomplish at some point. So Nami, I need to focus on either pushing in my faith and my relationship with God, or finding a way to save myself and just be reliant on God only. And maybe that's what God wants, is for me to fully only rely on him. I don't have the answers with my relationship with God, and that's the honest truth right now. That's where I'm at, is that I don't have the answers, and I don't have the answers, but I still have faith. I don't have the answers, but I still have faith. I will never stop having faith. That's without a question. It might shake and sometimes, where I feel like, oh God, but God, building a relationship with you is not easy. But I just can't lose faith. If I lose faith, then I've lost the whole plot. I've literally lost the whole plot. Another thing that I'm learning is I do think I built my relationship with God on emotions. I'd pray, I would cry out to him and just worship when I need to, but I wasn't disciplined in living the life that reflected a child of God or a servant of God. And I think that's where I struggled the most, is discipline. Even with just going to church. Let's start with the simple things. Just going to church every Sunday. I couldn't even be disciplined with that. So I think also me not losing faith is based on the fact that I still have a lot to work on in order for my relationship with God to be better. So maybe if I work on these things and I meet God halfway, he can also help me. But also, I'm so stuck in the middle. I'm just like, but God help me also. Sometimes I sit and I think my goal is to be in your presence more. But everything around me is such a struggle that I even struggle to be in your presence more. Like, can you at least make it easier for me to find you? Another thing that I realized that I have a problem with is letting go of bad habits. Like, I'd have weeks in the month or beginning of the year, I'd be on fire. Literally, I'd be planning out, okay, in the morning when I wake up, I'm doing my little exercise, I'm praying, Bible study this, I'm joining the worship team this time, I'm doing all of these things and I'm planning out my routine. But when I'm met with struggles or like bad things that are happening in my life, or just an attack from the devil, or just even something negative that might hurt my emotions, the consistency falls off. And I realized that my bad habits are my coping mechanisms for when I feel overwhelmed and depressed. My coping mechanism for when I'm sad is not to run to God. It is the bad habits that pull me away from God. So that was my biggest struggle also. And I'm realizing this every day. And it's something that I'm working on to take myself out of that guilt also. Because once I'm back in that bad habit, there's a high sense of guilt that I'm met with. And the guilt actually keeps me far away from God more than just me being nonchalant about my daily routine. Just the guilt of the bad habit. I'm just like, oh, am I really ready? What's going on with me? I think the biggest struggle for me last year was my mom being sick and having to take such a big responsibility of taking care of her. Like, everyone talks about what it's like to have cancer and having a parent that's sick that does have cancer, but nobody talks about the caregivers and what a struggle it is to actually take care of the sick person that's not well. Mind you, I wasn't even well in my own personal space, my mental health, and I had to take on such a big responsibility. And I think that weighed so heavily on me. And I struggled so much. I didn't have time to sing and do covers. I didn't have time to record. I was still trying to figure out the routine of having to take care of a sick parent every single day while I have a job, while I have financial needs, where there's bills to be paid. Where do I even start doing my hobbies, my content, things that I love doing, when nothing in me springs joy or even speaks to the happiness that I would need to bring forth in these videos? But I think the biggest thing for me is that God is teaching me that growth isn't glamorous. It's quiet, it's uncomfortable, it's repetitive, but it's not cute, it's messy, and it's okay. I need to be okay with showing up even on my messy days, even when I'm uncomfortable, even when I don't feel like it, because that's where growth comes from. It's from that consistency of showing up and doing what you must do, even when you feel like nothing is agreeing with that moment right now. God is also teaching me that grace isn't permission to stay the same. It's the safety of knowing that I could keep trying and God will still love me. I can keep trying. Mistakes, okay, but as long as I'm trying and I know that I'm working towards bettering myself and bettering my relationship with him and just building a better routine as a child of God. I'm definitely still not where I want to be. I still struggle with distractions, where I feel distant from him. Just today alone, I got into a fight with my sister, and I just fighting and just negative emotions trigger me to question God on my breakthrough. Because that's one thing I've been begging God for, is for a break. All these years have been so tough, and it really feels like a break is so far-fetched. I even said, like, beginning of the year, because I was planning every single day what my day is going to look like, but every single day my day would look like shit. I'm sorry to use the word, but every single day my day would look upset. Something would happen to mess up my plan. I was even saying I literally get shocked when my day is going good. I'm shocked. I'm like, oh my God, did I just have a good day? But when I have something bad happening, I'm just like, oh, here we go again. And that's very sad for me. But on a lighter note, that was just an update on where I am emotionally, with my mental health. But I think there are good things to be grateful for and to thank God for, is that I still have a parent that's alive. We've made it through. It's taught me strength, and it's forced me to grow up so much. I have family, I have shelter, I have food. God has supported me throughout these years. There's so much to be grateful for when you sit back that other people don't have. And I do think I'm very grateful for all of these things. There's so many things that I've learned, so many lessons that I've learned throughout these experiences. And I think all I can be is grateful for God's love and his protection. And the good things are still coming. Oh, they're still coming. Yes, they are still coming. There are big things coming my way. I didn't build this character for nothing. Oh, I didn't build this character for nothing. God didn't put me through so much for so many years. And so till this day, he wouldn't put me through so much if there wasn't such a big blessing coming my way. Oh, this character development, baby, is not for nothing. It's really not for nothing. And I'm so excited. That's what excites me even more. Njengoba uNkulunkulu unginikeza this amount of strength and these lessons and these trials that I'm going through that I need to learn from. And how big is this blessing? That's actually the question you should ask yourself. Njengoba character development ingaka, ama-lessons amangaka. This blessing is so big that my character needs to withstand it so that I'm not shaken and I don't forget who it comes from and where my blessings come from. And yeah, literally all I can be is excited for the good things that are coming my way, because they are coming without a doubt. That I know for sure, because it's what I deserve. It's what God has promised me. It's what I have from God without even doing much. Just by having him by my side, only the good things are coming my way. But yeah, guys, these are just a few tips that I have taken on for the new year, just to better myself, my mental state, my environment, the people that I attract, the friends that I make, some of the plans that I have for the contents this year. I want to carry on the song association and have more guests for that. I'm gonna do a bit of vlogs here and there. I don't do a lot in my life, but I do think I have a lot to show in that aspect. But also, please follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I do want to expand my content on that side also, and not just post here on YouTube. But I think my routine right now looks like, I think I've got a hang of taking care of my mom. But my routine looks like I've joined the team at church. I found transport that's going to take me to church consistently on Sunday. I wake up in the morning, mostly Mondays or Fridays, and I watch a little sermon in the morning before I go to work. If it means I didn't make it to church, or there was something that's of an emergency with my mom or my family, or just me in general, and I couldn't go to church, I make it a habit to actually watch a sermon. I bought a Bible. Oh my God, I wish I could show you guys. So that also, having a Bible on your phone is very distracting for me, because I'm getting my message on the top and it's just a lot. And yeah, I also started exercising, eating healthy, just take care of my body. and loving myself, solo dates, going out, being a girl's girl, man, and just being a girl in her early 20s, enjoying and living life. But yeah, guys, I'm so excited for this year and the plans that I have for my content, and hopefully I'm not going to be flaky. Not hopefully, I won't. And I thank you guys so much for the messages and the love and the support, and people that were always wishing my mom well, and just also supporting me and checking up on me, and showing me love in such a tough time. It was so appreciated, and thank you guys so much for the love and support. But yeah, let's rock. It's 2026. Let's go. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this far. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to tell your friends, tell their friends, tell their friends, to tell their friends' friends, to tell their friends, their neighbor, their uncle, their aunt, to come subscribe and join the fam. Thank you guys for watching. Love you, loads, sana.